Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Exploring RuneScape in 2004. If you're new to the series, then please check out the playlist in the description and at least watch episode 1 to get some context as to what's going on here. But last video, the game jumped forward in the RuneScape timeline from May 18th, 2004 to June 28th. 2004. I went over all the changes to the game and tried out the new content that was released during that time. And at this point, it's time for me to hunker down and get back to AFKing for a while until the next jump forward in the timeline. As of the time of recording this, no one knows how long that's going to take or even what revision of the game we'll be jumping to next, but as the days, weeks, probably months go by, I will keep you updated on the news posts of the game and what's going to be going on. But my plan for now is just to AFK whenever I feel the urge to log into 04. Currently, I'm at level 95 woodcutting, and let's go to the bank to see how many U-logs I'm going to be starting off with, and we can check by the end how many U-logs I end up with. I am at 6,854 U-logs, getting close to 7k, and here's a brief, very brief look and run through of the bank. I'm starting off actually very close to a woodcutting level, so if nothing else happens in this video, there will at least be one woodcutting level, I'm sure. As we get started here, I do want to take a look at the high scores because I do expect this to be a very long-term video where a lot of these numbers are going to end up changing. My ranks will probably end up changing for the worse because I don't know what I'll end up doing, but I probably won't be playing too much, and whatever I do might end up being a lot of AFK woodcutting, for which I am currently ranked 35. Overall, I'm ranked 26. I expect to lose a lot of these ranks though, and here's what the front page of the high scores currently looks like on the day of the very first jump forward in the RuneScape timeline for 04scape, which is July 12th. Ooh, just about to get the woodcutting level. Let me chop the oak tree real quick to get it. 96 woodcutting. It's going to be a long time between levels from here. By the way, in case you forgot, with this most recent update from today, they did add rare, or they are kind of adding rare items into the game. Starting from today, over the next 4 months, every weekend, all eligible online players, as long as you have the minimum playtime and level requirement, which I don't know what that is, but I'm sure I meet that at least, you'll have an incredibly rare chance to obtain a random rare pre-RS2 item by doing any action in-game. I went way more in-depth in the previous video talking about this news post and the rare item, so I'm not just going to repeat everything I said last video. I don't know what the drop rates are. If I do find out, I'll let you know. And I've also heard that the item will drop to the ground. I don't know if there's going to be a sound effect. I do have the effect volume on, so I do have to like kind of pay attention, but I'm sort of forced to do that anyways because I'm not getting into combat with any of these monsters. Whenever I am logged in, I will have the 90-second logout timer, which means I should be looking over like every minute anyways. No, it finally happened. This is the very first time I've ever lost and like actually despawned a rune axe head before. That would have been very detrimental earlier on in the game and on the account, but at this point I got quite a number of them from clues, and even if I didn't have any of them from clues, I'd very easily be able to afford more. Just keep the axe handle for now. Oh, I don't have space. I'll make space. I'll drop the hammer. Okay. Keep that just in case. The first weekend of rares, and since the release of the first update, has come to an end, and June 28th, 2004 now lives forever as a downloadable source code for anyone. In the last about 39 hours of this update coming out, 12 players got a rare item, and we still have 4 months left. They've also added the ability to add 2-factor authentication to your account onto the website. He does acknowledge that 2-factor did not exist in 2004, but you got to remember the live server is not the same as the project itself. And I think pretty much everyone can agree that it's more than fair to have 2-factor authentication in the live server of this game, even though it wasn't actually in 2004. I'm about to hit 10 million woodcutting XP. Let's watch it roll over together. Boom. 8 digits for woodcutting. Hey, I got a genie here, and this is an important one because this lamp is going to get me 61 herb lore. I've lamped all the way from 60 to 61, the whole level. I will probably continue to do so to get to 62. Got a cool milestone right here when I deposit the U-logs. That's 10,000. I'm gonna chop the oak again to quickly get this level. There is level 97, and for the first time on the account, I'm about to embark on the most difficult level in a skill, The reason I say that is because 97 to 98 is the most amount of XP between levels that doesn't get you to a 99. And when you see there's over 1 mil XP to the next level, it can be pretty daunting when that's not even the final stretch. When that is the final stretch, it's something to look forward to, but in this case, it's the final stretch before the final stretch. Well, here we are once again, about to get the level 98 woodcutting. The hardest level is now out of the way. Onto the final stretch. And just for time reference, the date is currently July 26th, 2025. Well, today is it. Today is the big day. I'm going to be getting the first 99 on the account. For a time reference is currently July 31st, 2025. And there it is, 99 woodcutting. Yeah, there wasn't anything like special, no special music, no special fireworks, just another level on the account. 99 woodcutting. The second video in this series was me chopping 100,000 willow logs, but a lot of those I did end up using for both fletching and fire making, so my willow log stack has gone down a lot since then. I've got 25k willows. In fact, I've now got more U logs than willow logs on the account. I have 26k U logs. As for the price of U logs, there's people selling them for a bit over 400 and people buying them for a bit under 400, or there's one offer buying for 400, but let's just say like 380 will be the going value that I could like insta sell them for, or yeah, insta sell like a good bit of them for if I went around 380. Let me pull up the calculator for saying I have 26,000 U's. Selling them for 380 each. That is, oh my god, almost 10 mil worth of U logs. Another thing I want to figure out is how long did it take me to get 99 woodcutting? If you include all the levels, even earlier on when I was doing the willow logs with the Addy axe, which some of you may remember, overall, I'd say I probably average here 13 mil XP. I probably average like 35k XP per hour overall. Kind of funny, chopping the U logs at these higher levels with the rune axe was about the same XP as chopping willows at lower levels with the Addy axe. It was all about 35k XP per hour. And that is almost 400 hours, 371 hours of woodcutting to get 99 in 2004. Skill capes did not come out until October of 2006. Which means I don't think there's any way for me to show off the fact in-game that I have 99 woodcutting. The next question is, what am I going to do with the logs? I don't want to sell them. I would rather use them myself. Ideally, the U-logs would be for fletching, but right now you have to make one at a time. There's no make all, or there's no make X option at the moment. We're actually not unreasonably far away from the make X option, at least for fletching. It was September 27th. 2004, and you can see right here the things they added the make X for, or they added make 5, make 10, and make X. I've shown this in the videos in the past, but I know these videos are spread pretty far apart at this point, but September 27th, 04 is when the make X will be added for fletching, so I plan to hold on to the logs until then at least. So the U logs will be for fletching, but then there's also the problem with fire making. I would not want to use U logs for fire making just because U logs have a decent alch value when converted into longbows eventually, theoretically, whereas willow logs do not have the same thing. Let me actually figure out how many willows would I need to get to 99 fire making. This is how far away I am from 99 fire making, and it's 90 fire making XP per willow log, which means I would need about 75k willows. It would take a very long time to source 50k willow logs if I did ever want to go for 99 fire making, because for example, if I pull up right here the marketplace, there's currently one sell offer. If we go down a bit further, you can see all the sell offers, at least for the last 10 days. It's added up to, what, like 15k for these sell offers? Maybe there's people, like if you put in a buy offer, maybe there's people that are sitting on a lot of willows that would be willing to sell them, but either way, I mean, I don't plan to go for 99 fire making anytime soon. I'm just kind of theory crafting things that I would do with the logs. What's next from here? Well, I was looking at the skills to figure out what is AFK that I could AFK for a while. Ooh, strange plant. What could I AFK? There's, besides for woodcutting, there's also fishing, but I would want to save fishing for another video, have that be its own separate, like I got 99 fishing video after X amount of hours. And then there's the combat skills, which that was one of the last videos I did before this one, where I spent a while AFK in combat. But with Slayer, eventually coming out, it seems kind of pointless to train combats because you would get these to 99 well before you would get 99 Slayer, so I don't really see a reason to AFK that. So I'm just gonna AFK Woodcut for a while longer. I don't have a specific or set goal. Maybe I'll keep going until they like announce the next progression forward in the timeline, or yeah, I don't know, I'll figure it out. But for now, I'm gonna stop standing around doing nothing and get back to woodcutting. I almost forgot the high scores. With 99 woodcutting, I am rank 22. It's 21 people per page, so I'm not even on the front page for woodcutting. Front page would be, well, actually, I'm woodcutting right now, so once I log off, I would be on the front page. It's kind of funny. Wait, so how many people, if I search by like rank 30, how many people have 99? 26. Wow, yeah, so a lot of people just stopped basically right at 99. Probably, yeah, I guess like rank 20 to rank 26, so 7 people stopped, myself included, stopped like exactly at 99. Except I'm not stopping, I'll go at least a little bit longer. Every single world has at least one person here, and if you're chopping with even one other person, there's a lot of downtime waiting in between the trees. Some worlds even have 2 other people there, and it's because it's Rares weekend. You know, the Rares weekends are still going on, and every weekend, starting from Friday night, the player count goes up by like 2 to 3x, and there's just a lot more people playing. And I think there's a lot more people that want to AFK nowadays, because as time has gone on, I've seen more and more people at this spot with the U's specifically, because this is one of the better AFK spots in the game, along with fishing at the Fishing Guild. But yeah, now that the spot's taken up, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do a little bit of chopping at Sears, perhaps. But yeah, I did actually spend like 10 to 15 minutes hopping every single world, and every single world had someone there. So hopefully it's not as crowded at the Sears Village ones. And the U's do seem to be empty on the first try. Okay, it is a further run from a bank, but not having to hop worlds will probably more than balance that out. I mean, well, I can't even hop worlds because there's literally 0 free worlds right now. 15 mil woodcutting. XP, by the way, just hit that. Yeah, it's currently August 15th. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. I've been mentioning throughout the video the Rares weekend. Every weekend, the Rares... Obviously, this was the one rare I wanted to get. I just got it right now. Dude, that's crazy. Like, there's no way I just happened... Like, first off, getting a rare is insanely rare to get. On top of that, there's so many different rares you can get. I mean, Christmas cracker, Halloween masks, pumpkin, half full wine jug. Like, what are the odds that I just happened to get the Santa hat? Like, that's crazy. I cannot believe that, dude. That's absolutely crazy. Honestly, I'm not gonna use it very often, probably because of the dangerous random events. And if I were to DC at an unfortunate time, because it's pretty common to, like, I don't know, lose connection temporarily. This is staying in the bank, but I cannot believe it, dude. Like, there's no way. Like, it has to be rigged, right? Little update here. I hit 40k logs a couple days ago. Oh, man. I can't believe it, dude. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so happy about that, dude. I know it's just like a little game with a small community of people, but like that makes me so happy. There is no message in the chat box indicating that I rolled the Santa hat. I believe if your inventory is full, or like if you have 27 things in your inventory and you you get the last log, or if you have like an inventory of flax and you're making bowstring, basically if your inventory is full, the item would drop to the ground. But yeah, it just appeared in my inventory. I do have this effect volume on, and there was no noise at all either when it appeared in there. On the Lost City forums, there is like a mega thread for the rare items where the community is like getting together and keeping track of all the rares that are in the game, or at least these are all the people that have submitted their rares. So we have a bunch of different screenshots here. Of course, there could be a bunch of people that haven't submitted them either, but seeing as like how tight-knit the community is, I would assume like a majority of the people that got rares would submit them into here. And so as of right now, the day I've gotten the Santa hat, there's 100, this is like constantly being updated. There's currently 118 total rares in the game. You could see the breakdown of the rares people have gotten. 18 Santa hats, 19 now, or maybe more that people haven't submitted on here. And yeah, you can see chronologically the people that submitted them, where they got those uniques from, what they were doing. You can see based on the counts of these that have been reported. I mean, the Santa hat is the most common one, so I guess it probably was like most likely one I would have gotten, but it's still like so crazy that I got the one that I wanted. Oh, let's see this one. Buy/sell rares prices. What are Santa hats? Oh my gosh. So they're confirmed sales. There was a Santa hat traded for 60 mil GP. Okay, so these are all, another one sold for 60 mil. Green H-Wing traded for a Santa. And then looking on the marketplace for the current buy offers, people are currently actively trying to buy Santas for 52 mil. I could literally get 52 mil GP right now, which I'm not going to do. I don't plan to ever sell this Santa hat. It's also insane to me that people have that much straight up GP. I know the server's been around for 6 months plus, so like, I guess it makes sense that some people have that much, but that's an insane amount of GP to have. Last night, I got the Santa hat while woodcutting. Today, woke up, spent the whole day out, just came home, and I got an interesting tag in my Discord server. This is my Discord server. Wonder if Mudkip got a rare in osrscape last night. And I was kind of confused. I was like, did someone see me in game? Because I only wore it very, very briefly. And I don't think anyone was around, or if there was anyone, I don't think anyone was paying attention. So I was like, how did this guy, how'd that guy know that? I went to the Lost City forums and went to that mega thread for the rares that has like 2,500 posts in it at this point. I saw this guy posting in here, 8 hours and no rares reported. That was 19 hours ago. Scroll down a little bit, and then Pizzazz says, one of them was rolled by a content creator. Maybe they'll feature it in a video. There's like maybe 3 or 4 people that consistently make videos on osrscape. And that kind of narrows it down quite a bit. There's some more people that stream but don't make videos, but this... I mean, I feel like that's pretty obvious if that's me. Garlic and Index are the 2 people that like really go hard on the videos. And Garlic is like, no, please don't tell me I missed it. Because he's been AFKing Pure Essence. And that's kind of funny because just a few hours later, hold on, scroll down a bit, he actually ended up getting a rare like the day after I did, or I guess technically the same day if we're going by East Coast time. Where is it? Scroll down. There it is. He got a Santa hat as well, just like me. So, you know, parasocial relationship. We're like Santa hat twins now. But who was the other content creator? Wait, I saw my name. Well, let me just Control F. I saw my name was mentioned. It could be Mudkip. Yeah, don't mind me. Just been doing a little bit of editing work here. Let me drag that in there. There we go. Hopefully I didn't jinx myself, because now I feel like by trolling about it, if I do somehow get another rare, I feel like it's going to be a pumpkin now, which, I mean, you can't complain about any rare. I guess word spreads fast. Here's the post in my Discord server with a bunch of reactions. And then it was posted in that mega thread. And then if you go to the beginning at the top, the OP who started the thread also added me onto the list of the quote-unquote confirmed screenshots. He's keeping quiet about the rare weekends till they're over so he can hog all the rares before his viewers come in and try to snipe one. That doesn't even make sense. I did go over it in the last video, which was before the rare weekends even started. It also doesn't even make sense because there's no limit to the amount of rares that can come into the game. It's just however many people roll rares over the next couple months that are left. Is however many people roll the rare items. It's just an RNG roll. Bro, I swear to God, this is literally how it feels making these videos. That's okay, it's fun for me though, even though a lot of the people that ask for them don't ever end up watching them. It's been pretty crazy though, because in under a day of posting the pumpkin screenshot, I've had people in game saying grats on the pumpkin, people coming into the stream saying grats on the pumpkin. Even on the video, the Group Iron Man video I uploaded today, people commenting grats on the pumpkin. This is within hours. I don't even know the last time I've seen a game update, which to be fair, I'm not like logged in 24/7. It's just maybe a couple hours a day max, but it's interesting to see a game update, or a system update. I guess they're restarting the servers. I don't know why right now. Maybe we'll find out there's something interesting going on, but I was thinking I've never done this before on a system update, but I might go to a shop and try to buy out the stock. I well, I don't really have much GP right now, but let's take a look. I'm just curious because I haven't done this before. Maybe it could be fun to do or see what happens. Not already. I'm going to Yanel Watchtower, right? Oh, there's oh my gosh. I guess everyone has the same idea. there we go again. I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. Yeah, maybe this is kind of a pointless idea to do, maybe. Oh, we're back in. Oh my god, everyone. Everyone's in. How much do these cost? Oh my gosh, we're buying. How much are the natures? Oh, we're buying all the runes. Oh my god, they're 265 already. Oh, there's some law runes. Yeah. Wait, the death runes, 30 GP. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I don't really care that much. Let's just go do something else. Just like how there's the gnomes in the gnome stronghold and the man or the rat in the fishing guild, there's also the unicorn that you can lure to the yew trees here or the magic trees a bit further south. But just like I was doing at the gnome stronghold, I do not plan to get aggro every single time I come here to chop an inventory. I just got a genie and I've been waiting for this one. Let's turn the music on, use the lamp on herb lore, and 62 herb lore. I've once again lamped another complete herb level without even training it. Oh, and that was 1400 total level as well. It kind of looked cool that I was 99 combat with 1399 total, like the double 99s looked cool, but it's bound to be broken eventually. I did start chopping in this area, by the way, the yew trees in Catherby, because the spot I was chopping at before, it was way more packed. And this spot is still pretty packed, but I feel like I can find some worlds a bit more often at this spot instead of that graveyard place by the church. Also, one other thing I just started doing in the last couple days is buying arrows every once in a while from the shop here. I'm almost at 10k bronze arrows, and then, yeah, it's just bronze and iron that I buy from the shop. I would usually buy out 300 bronze and 100 iron, assuming the shop is at a full stock, which most of the time it is, but in this case it is not. Not for the bronze arrows this time, at least. But here, I'm going to buy just a little bit of the bronze arrows real quick, because I do want to show the stack of bronze arrows reaching 10,000. I don't exactly have too much GP to work with here at this point, but I do have a lot of stuff I could sell if I really wanted to, but that requires effort, and I'm trying to AFK right now, not put in effort. Hey, so I'm still woodcutting, and I just hit 20 mil woodcutting XP, and the date today for reference is September 20th. 2025. I did come up with a goal that I want to hit before I end this video, which I don't think I've mentioned yet in the video, but I've had this thought in my mind for a while of this goal, which is I want to reach 100,000 yew logs. This inventory right here, this has gotten me to 80k, so I have to get 20k more, or I'd like to get 20k more before I end this video. And seeing as I get like 200 yew logs per hour, that's going to be about 100 more hours of AFKing. Currently at 22.6 mil woodcutting XP, by the way. It's kind of funny, the last clip I talked about how I set a goal of getting 100k yew logs, and it's only been a few days, and it turns out I am going to be ending the video prematurely before hitting 100k because of this news post. Hold on. Bazaz posted on the forum 6 days ago, early info for the forum users, on Friday, October 24th. It is currently October 20th as I'm recording this. At 12:30 p.m. Eastern, the worlds will be shut down briefly to move to the next game revision, which is going to be, it's currently June 28th, 2004, and we're going about 2 weeks into the future, from June 28th to July 13th. And as I said in the previous video, I will not be posting any more 04 videos until they announce the date of the next timeline progression. And now that we have the next date, well, it's time for me to post the video. There's going to be 2 new quests and a new area to re-experience. It's going to be Mauritania. I'm not going to go over all the details of the update in this video. That's what the next video is going to be all about, waking up on July 13th, 2004. And then in other recent news, as of the day he posted this, Gridmaster started that day. And this is also kind of big for the documentation community. Jagex is updating more quest journals in Old School to polish their first-time user experience, which is great for marketability, but bad for history. People are working hard to document these quest journals before they get changed forever, And it's both important because documenting history and documenting old school RuneScape is important, and some of this could even be relevant for 04, because I know they've been working hard for a long time to recreate the quest journal text in 04. Some quest journals have special logic when/if text appears, and hopefully they don't miss any of the tiny details, because who knows what kind of actions you do in game could cause specific text to appear in the current quest journals in old school. So they're racing against the clock to preserve what information they can so that it lives on in the time capsule. That forum post was from 6 days ago, and then today, October 20th, we have the actual news post on the website right here. This is Pizzazz officially announcing that date that they're going to be progressing the timeline of the live server forward to revision 245. Which again is July 13th, 04. He says that he's aware that a lot of people only check back on this website for game updates and don't actually keep up with every single thing that goes on with the community. So, because he doesn't get many opportunities to talk to you, he wants to recap a few important things. If you have an old laptop or computer or an old family PC, please, please, please check it for caches, and they have all the info on how to do that. If you have an old PC that you played RuneScape on, there is a very realistic possibility that you are the only person that has an old game cache that has not been archived. And if you do help them archive it, besides for helping archive history, which in itself is very important, Pizzazz will also give you one of the rare discontinued items in game. And I cannot stress enough how big of a deal it is to find these missing caches. Like, it transcends beyond the 2004scape servers. It's just extremely important for RuneScape history. And the longer time goes on, the harder it's going to be to find people with old PCs. So please, please check it out if you have an older computer or a hard drive laying around somewhere. As for the Lost City project, if you want to get involved with archiving RuneScape history, then please jump in the development Discord, which I have linked in every video description in this series. Whether you want to be a developer, they'll teach you how to write the code, or if you just want to report issues with the game or share your experiences that you remember from things in 2004, then please join on in, because the more people, the better. And the third point that he makes here is that the live server that you play gets updated after the project we work on finishes properly preserving a version. They're not releasing unfinished content. They want it to be done completely and be done right. This project is done with hobbyist time. No one is being paid to work on this. And the reason they do this is because they're so passionate about it. This project has to be done, or this game's history is lost media forever. He offers a live server of their project so that people have a safe way to re-experience history. There's no polling, no fees, no microtransactions, and no code deviations. This is simply a way for them to share their passion project with the world. If I can recreate some missing cache data, or if it gets archived from a cache submission, then the next live version is likely going to be September of 04. That's a bit further ahead in the timeline than I originally thought. I don't know, I thought it'd be like a couple weeks, but yeah, September 04 is a big month. Behind the scenes, they've been working on different content all the way up to May of 2006, because it was May 16th, 2006, right here, when they started encrypting the map data in RuneScape. So things will get tricky after May of 06, but all the way up through May of 06 at the very least, they have been working on future updates or future revisions, not just the most upcoming one for the live server. That'll become their backlog to pick from, and it speeds up the project/live server as those updates approach. I assume so that it's gonna be a bit more even, so you don't have like 1 month between updates and then like 6 months for the next update. That sounds like it would space it apart a bit more evenly. And very quickly, I'll just scroll through the sneak peek. Again, I will be talking about this in the next video. It's not for this video, but to see a few of the things that are going to be coming into the game very soon as of the time I'm recording this. Now, jumping back into the game, let's take a look at the progress I made in this video. So first off, I do want to mention that since I left the Gnome Stronghold, since I left the U's there, I've never been back there. I think the Sears area is just more convenient to get to if I ever feel like leaving for a bit to like play and do something else for an hour in the game. It's very easy to get back here. And there's 2 spots here as well that I've been hopping between. I've been going back and forth between that spot just south of the Flax with those like 6 U's or whatever, and those 3 U trees in the graveyard. Whenever one spot is filled with people, I go to the other spot. And let's take a look at how many logs I ended up with, because I did not reach the 100k goal that I set not too long ago before I knew that they were going to announce the date of the next revision. I only made it up to about 87k U's, but that's okay. I've already spent so much time on this video. I just hit 24 mil woodcutting XP when I hover over that. So let's do some math here. 24 million divided by XP per hour is 35k. The total time I've spent woodcutting on this account is 685 hours. It's not all in this video, but a lot of that was in this video. Probably gonna call the video something like 500 hours, or maybe the thumbnail will have 500 hours in it. I think that's a pretty fair estimates. I have more U-logs now than I have GP. That's kind of funny. And also the fact that I didn't get to 100k leaves open the opportunity for a future video for like a goal or a title or theme of another video to be getting to 100k U-logs, but turns out that is not going to be this video. And of course, we've got to look at the high scores, see where I'm at now. At the start of the video, I had 1394 total level, and I was ranked 26. I'm all the way down to rank 82 now at 1400 total level. But I also started the video at 95 woodcutting, rank 35. I'm now well beyond 99 woodcutting, and I'm rank 4. And if we look at woodcutting high scores specifically, I'm actually kind of close to rank 3. Yeah, that's what that looks like. And we also take a look at the overall high scores just to like document that for history. There's what the front page of the high scores looks like. But yeah, in just a few days, the Lost City project, or at least the live servers they're hosting, are going to be jumping forward in the RuneScape timeline for the second time. And then RuneScape on July 13th, 2004 will be brought back to life as a downloadable source code that will live on forever to be experienced by future generations. That's what this project is all about. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon with more adventures in 2004.